New cars are ass. You're probably wondering, why the hell are you driving some 22-year-old German sedan? Well, let me give it to you straight. It feels like you're really driving a car. That's really the answer. Nowadays, a car is made as fuel efficient as possible. There's so many regulations, the newest tech, bigger screens, more options this, more that, and it all feels more like a distraction, and you're trying to manage the car. You have lane assist, etc. It feels more like you're managing the car rather than actually driving it and really feeling the raw experience. And that's what I've been really experiencing with this car. It is a 2003 Mercedes E500. It has the M113 engine, a 5-liter naturally aspirated V8. You can feel the gears shifting. You feel like you have to work with the car to just create something, to just use this beast. It's like you gotta control it. Nowadays, the car is controlling you. You have these iPads that you're looking at, and there's limiters, and you can't go a certain speed, and because of emission rules, and the exhaust has to be a certain sound, whatever. Here, you get the roar, you get straight pedal response, you feel the shifts, you gotta work on it, you gotta push it, and like, it's almost like working together, where you truly can unwind what it's made for. And that's what I just love about older cars. Another thing is just the way this car is built. This car was built to be driven, to be enjoyed, to be a masterpiece. It's art. All these cars you see nowadays, mostly they're built to be bought. Cheap enough parts so that the people can afford it, efficient, safety, and yes, safety is good, but it shouldn't come at the cost of many other enjoyable things. You should enjoy driving a car. It shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't be like sitting in an Uber. You're getting in, it has the lane assist, it's telling you can't go faster, it's limiting you. Where is the freedom? And with older cars, you really still feel that. One thing that has been really bothering me is how Mercedes has been making vehicles recently. Mercedes, as you can see, it is my brand. It is, yes, don't get me wrong, I'd love to buy a BMW, an Audi, some other cars, Lexus, but Mercedes is my brand. And nowadays, look at the most modern AMGs. It has 2-liter Renault engines and all of that bull. It isn't real AMG. The car is built to be reliable and get from point A to B as quickest as possible. But it isn't all about speed. And then they will come with, yes, but the new AMG is better because it did a Nürburgring ring lap faster. It isn't all about that. It needs to be enjoyable. You need to feel with the car. You need to be with the car. What they're doing at Mercedes, it's a shame. And luckily now they brought it back, the V12 in some of the S-classes, which I'm very glad to hear. But they still have a long way to go to get back to building cars like they used to do. Like this, like a W211, like a CLS, like a W221. Cars like that, they're just not being made anymore. Now, stepping away from Mercedes, it's not just Mercedes, it's like BMW also. Like, look at the older cars. You had the old M5, it's a beauty of a car. Now look at the newest M5. It is an LED show on wheels. Teslas. People will say, yeah, but it goes so fast from 0 to 100. Yeah, if I put my chicken in the microwave, it also gets cooked quicker. But there is no passion. There is no energy.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression.
There is no power. When I start this car, it roars. It wants to go. It wants to have power. Now, when it comes to maintenance, yes, not every older engine is as easy to work on. But if you pick carefully, you are able to do your own things. Everything is mechanical, or a lot of stuff is mechanical. There's not a bunch of electric wiring. There's not batteries that are doing more than they should. There is no limiters. There's no... The manufacturers didn't make it so that you are not able to work on your car. Nowadays, it seems a lot like a lot of vehicles are made so that you can't work on it, so that somebody else has to work on it, so you end up even giving more money than the car is actually worth to get it fixed. Engines like this were also built to last. Some might say, oh, you're buying this big engine with a lot of horsepower considered modern cars. This is never gonna last long. Your 2024 Toyota Aygo isn't gonna last much past 200,000 kilometers. A car like this, M113 engine, 23 years old, this will easily last 700k, 800k. I could put money on it, it can last 1,000,000 kilometers if it has been maintained well. That is another thing you do not see anymore. Cars aren't built like this anymore. Now let's talk about design. I know some people say it's outdated, and yes, in a way it is, but they don't make designs like this anymore. These headlights, it was a brand new idea. It was never seen before. It was innovative. The grille, how often do you see this? Yes, there's some modern Mercedes, but now they're adding lights, they're adding things. It isn't as unique as it used to be. And nothing beats the Mercedes logo on top of the hood. Also talking about the angles, the way it's made. Not only headlights, but the back. You got an aggressive big ass. It looks amazing. No matter what you say, yes, it might look a bit outdated, but you're not telling me your new Toyota Aygo looks better, or your new A-Class, because it doesn't. A lot of people will complain when it comes to interior, but I think it gets so much worse later on. People will use the argument as, oh yeah, but we have nice touchscreens and nice LEDs, but they're using cheap plastic, so the consumer, you can buy it for cheaper. There's no real wood, there is no quality. As you can see back in the day with these cars, you had everything. You had all the weird funky tech, you had old phones. It is real leather, it is real wood. The buttons feel like they actually do something. It is not one big distraction. And yes, there are still many options. Your steering wheel can move electrically, you got heating and cooling seats, I can push down the headrest with a button, etc. The list goes on. But it doesn't distract you from what's most important, which is the driving feeling. And nowadays, interiors, that's all they do. It's the distraction to the actual car. And yes, I will say Mercedes does make some really nice interiors. Audi has some really nice interiors. BMW, I'm not the biggest fan of their interior. But yes, the LEDs look nice. Yes, the screens look nice. But the quality, it's not there. You're paying 120k US for a new S-Class. And yes, it looks cool, but you can literally rip off the panel if you push hard enough. That is insane. In my opinion, that shouldn't go. It is a very random video. It is not a video I do often, or probably will do often. But hey, sometimes it has to happen.